Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Happy Friday. You made it. We made it. It is Friday indeed. Thanks for stopping by, sharing part of your Friday with me. Let me move this microphone out of the way here. All right, here we go. You're looking at a screen grab from today's video. I did a video earlier today. We'll talk more about this here in just a moment. The world we once knew is FUBAR. Hi there. How you doing? What is going on? Oh yeah, the craft. We're going to talk about that too. The B2 we saw the other day. AZ Watchwoman. What's up, neighbor? How you doing? Going down. Rick Catfish Customs. Hello, my friend. Hi guys. Hope all is well. Hey from Dallas, Yvonne. JT, Iggy Six, AZ Watchwoman, both star members. Thank you guys. What's up, Beans and Frank? You're looking at a still image. This come from a video earlier today. In case you didn't get to see it, we'll talk about this. What you see here in this video. This showed up in a video. Somebody was driving down the road. Good morning, Rick from Vietnam. Good morning from Mobile, Alabama. Charlene, let's go, let's go. Sigare, Sigare, good morning. I'm pretty sure the video is fake. I can see building in the background. No, that's actually pixelation. The pixelation was probably, the resolution of the video was probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 480. So we're lucky to even see that. No, that's not building. It's not building. Hello, Butterfly 31, Mark Houghton, Jeremy Kirkendall, Patty Swan from, let me try this. Ali Quickpa, Pennsylvania. I hope I got that right. Yellowstone National Park, going to go run it. I don't know about that. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. At least not today. It's not going to. But it has in the past. Yellowstone, the caldera has moved, or the North America has either moved or the caldera has moved over the years, or maybe both. But the supervolcano caldera is not in the same location with respect to the United States as it used to be. Eons ago, Arkansas. Good evening, Night Wolf. Hello from Indy, Kristen H. Hello from Philly. What's going on, guys? There's my moderator. Best moderator in the world. Thank you, moderator, for stopping by and spending part of your day with me. I really do appreciate that. Another star family member, Lori Rose. What's up, Lori? If you guys would be interested in becoming star family members, you can do so at the link down below in the description box. In fact, I've got to give another shout out. I gave a couple shout outs earlier, and I've got a couple more to give out here in just a moment. In fact, I got to get my shout out in order. I wanted to talk real quick too about a comment that I received. Remember the videos we did about the moon, and I'm gonna talk more about that today. Uh, I'm not on the fence. I know there's something up there, but some of the videos that I get, I know are reflections, and then some of the videos and photos that I get definitely show something there. But listen, look here. This doesn't involve a photo or a video camera of any kind. MC.D3688. And this is a comment from yesterday. Check this out. Goes on to say, I thought I was hallucinating when I saw a second moon next to our moon. He or she saw this, didn't take a picture of it, didn't take a video of it, saw it last week. But in fact, I'm not the only one. My one and only photo doesn't give anything clear. See it or do in France here too. So that was a comment from a video I put up yesterday. Somebody from France saw it as well in the sky, not with the camera. They saw it in the sky. So I truly believe there is something to this phenomenon that's occurring with our moon. Absolutely, there is. We got to figure it out. So all you good people, I got to grab something here. Hang on. Where's it at? There we go, right there. Got to give a shout out to these folks here. Absolutely. Hang on, guys. All right, there we go. And probably going to be power outages, guys, here in the next 24 to 48 hours. I'll say potentially where here in just a moment. We're going to talk about that. But first, new Star family members, John Heald and Miss Donna Young. Thank you for joining the Star family. If you want to become a Star family member, you can do so at the link down below in the description box, like Polenta R. Forrest. Hi, Polenta. How you doing today? How's things over in Sacramento? Good. I hope. I hear it's supposed to get windy again and more storms rolling in as another atmospheric river is headed towards California. Coming over here to the homepage of the website, today's feature photo was sent in by Tommy out of Clinton, Louisiana. That's not only one halo around the moon, that's two. Don't see that every day. And a lot of the things you see in these videos, you probably won't see anywhere else on Earth. The richest YouTube channel. Hi, how you doing? Ariel Dark Star, someone said you sound like an owl. You know what? We have an owl in our backyard, believe it or not. Nicholas Carlson, what's up, Nicholas? End Times Warriors. Oh, speaking of earthquakes, talking about an earthquake, I felt the earthquake. Check this out. Did you feel this earthquake? I'm assuming you're talking about the one in Washington. Did anybody else feel this earthquake? We talked about earthquakes at the Yellowstone supervolcano. There was a swarm. It's still ongoing today, but it's much more toned down. There haven't been near as many earthquakes today as yesterday. But did anybody else feel the 3.2 magnitude earthquake last night in Washington? Hello, Bella Lagrisi, Nicholas Taylor. You know it. How's it going, guys? Did anybody feel the earthquake in Washington? It looks like it was in between Seattle, Tacoma, and then Portland, Oregon, obviously. But there was a 3.2 and a 2.3, one north of Mount Rainier and one south of Mount Rainier. Crystal Fire, thank you. That is super kind for the super chat. Really appreciate that. What's in Miami? I know phone home. There's something going on in Miami. Does anybody know what happened in Miami? I've been hearing all kinds of crazy stuff. Darren Cates, what's up, Darren? Star family member. I heard there was some sort of disturbance down in Miami, and I also heard that there were. Now, this is just what I heard. I wasn't in Miami. I haven't really read any articles, and I haven't seen any videos. I heard there was something to do with 6 to 7 foot, maybe 8 foot tall creatures in a part of Miami, and there was a disturbance involving a lot of people. And oh, the MR, please let us know what the MR means, Richard, right? You want to know the truth? My wife made that up. My wife is the one that created the name that y'all see. I didn't even create it. My wife's the one that created that, not me. And the rest of it is just simply my initials. That's all. What's up, Darren? Butterfly 31. Yeah, my wife did that. Ray Riley. What's going on, Mike from Missouri? What's up, Mike? Introverse. I saw it, was walking. Did anybody else feel the earthquake in Washington? This was sent in by Valerian the Mac. I think he's from, Valerian the Mac's from Washington and knows people that felt the earthquake. This is a post from another a link that said, for those of you that felt the jolt, you were not mistaken. A 3.2 earthquake has given some folks a little shake and rattle and roll last night around Amboy and in other locations right there. So following the swarm at the Yellowstone supervolcano, a 3.2 over in the state of Washington. And here's what the supervolcano looks like right now. These are the seismographs today. They're a fraction of what they were yesterday. Yesterday, most of the western half of the seismographs were just peppered with red vertical lines, and those red vertical lines represent earthquakes. We were also looking at seismographs in Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming on the global seismograph program, and they were showing very weird signs, and that energy is gone. Allison Petch, thank you. That's very kind. I appreciate the kind words. You're all super kind, and you're all super smart. You're the smartest people on the planet. You've got earthquake activity today, though, at Mary Lake, Norris Junction, Purple Mountain, over here at Madison River. Madison River has been a place of persistent activity for the last several weeks. I'm not quite sure why, but I do know the northwestern quadrant of the supervolcano is habitually busy with regard to magma intrusion and earthquakes, small earthquakes, but that swarm yesterday was a pretty big deal and still is a big deal, and we're still watching it. Looking at the GOES X-ray flux over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center, all quiet the last 24 hours, but that could change very, very quickly. And if we do see more large solar flares, will we see earthquakes and volcanic activity? Absolutely, we will. You know it, Purple 8888. What is going on? Dustin H. Will Mount Rainier blow? I doubt it. Bahamas. What's up, Nama from the Bahamas? Good to have you here. Timmy Fleming. Very cold in Scotland. I believe that, Timmy. I'm trying to refresh my radar here. You can see the cold air. Well, that's moving super slow. Why? It never does that. The light purple you see at the top of the screen, that's slowly but surely coming into view. What is going on, College of DuPage? You guys are normally very, very good. This is my favorite, one of my favorites right here. Probably my favorite, I would have to say. I keep it on over here all day long. So, yeah, I'd say it's my favorite. IGY6, if it blows, it blows. That's right. You know, if it does, it does. Just get out of the way. The Earth is going to do what it's going to do. You know, we can do our best to be better stewards of the planet, and I think we could. I think we could. Absolutely, we could be better stewards. Um, but I think if we really wanted to solve all the problems, you know, you know, with regard to like plastics, for instance, um, come on, man. You guys know as well as I do. I'm going to ask. If I ask, I can ask over here in this chat room, and I have the chat room over here to my right. Because it's easier to see. There we go. Now we can see the cold air. There's a big system developing. We talked about this yesterday, the big scorpion in the sky above the central United States, that tail starting to develop, the counterclockwise rotation, and here it comes. Already kicked off power to 10,000 customers in Louisiana, and there's going to be more to come, guys. There will be more to come. But I want to touch on this real briefly, and then we'll get to the meat and potatoes of the video. You guys are going to see a strange blue laser above the Earth that was sent in by AdB. AdB has been on me for several days to get that video done. And I have it done, AdB, so we're going to show it in this video. And you did a good job. Great catch, by the way. Excellent catch. So I like for videos to be just so. I'm very particular whenever I do work on a video of any kind for anybody. I'm very particular, so I wanted it just right. It's ready to roll. We're going to show it today. What's up, Dark Goddess? Legion of Salt, Jake, Colorado. No aliens in Miami, just 100. Yeah, that's what I heard. You know, some kids got out of hand in Miami. I don't think that there was anything nefarious going on down there other than that. But anyway, this big storm system in the central United States is going to wreak havoc across the eastern United States this weekend. You see the scorpion in the sky? That's what I call him. It's an anchored low pressure system that's right now anchored over eastern Kansas, central Missouri. I don't know why this website is just so laggy today. What is up? Let's go. Let's get on the ball, man. We got things to do. Well, we might come back to this later. But anyway, parts of the Appalachian Mountains, those of you in Virginia, West Virginia, be ready because you could see power outages this weekend, man. I live in east of Seattle and didn't feel the earthquake. Thank you, Bill Bradley. Appreciate you sharing. I finally see the Scorpio. Yeah, there it is. See it right there? That's what I call it. It's a big, profound, low pressure system that almost always generates high winds, lots of precipitation, because it's got that counterclockwise rotation, and that's what we're going to see here. You're going to see a lot of precipitation out east, guys. High winds, probably everything on the menu. Freezing rain, sleet, snow, rain, all kinds of different stuff. And you can see yet another atmospheric river coming into the Pacific Northwest. I don't know what's up with this site. It is super laggy, and it's not my internet. It's the website. That's why it was offline whenever I first went over here. All right, we're going to refresh it again. But you can see yet another massive, that's a giant low pressure system coming into Washington, Vancouver, British Columbia. And then there's a smaller one here forming. Trust me, it's there. I've been watching it. Well, it's working fine over on that one. I probably got too many windows open here, but yeah, you're going to see a lot of snow, rain, power outages out east in the next 48 hours. So just be ready, guys. Get you some crackers, get some tuna, have a little water. The necessities that you're going to need in the event that there could be some power outages. Right now, the power outage situation I think is pretty good. See how this reacts. Yeah, this one's working fine. Florida looking at 3,600. I mean, that can happen on a given day with no storm. So right now, across the board, everybody's looking good. No power outages, but this is going to change. This is going to change, guys. As soon as this storm starts to get fully developed and turns into that giant scorpion in the sky, you're going to see snow, freezing rain, power outages. You know the drill, so just be ready because it is definitely coming. Let me refresh that one more time. Let's do this. Let's refresh the page one more time, and we'll come back to it later. It's still my favorite website or weather site. Absolutely, it is. It's just probably overloaded today with all of the interest in this big storm that's developing in the Central Plains. In case you didn't see the video earlier this morning, I want to show you guys what I showed in the video this morning. Here we go, or at least part of it, not the whole video. Here we go. This video was sent in by Michael Martin. Not sure of the location. I just got this about 3 days ago. Here we go. I don't know if this is a dash cam. Some people think that Michael was holding the camera. I don't know, but watch in the upper left-hand corner. See that right there? That's what I was showing you at the beginning of the video. That right there. The quality, that's the very best I could do. We're looking through the windshield of a car. I think that's a dash cam. And these things, I think there's two, just appeared randomly up here in the left-hand corner. But maybe not. I don't know, guys. I don't know anything about it. I've worked this over pretty good. I think what you're looking at is legit. Otherwise, I wouldn't show it to you. I think there is something to this. I've seen crafts like that myself, so it wouldn't surprise me at all if that were indeed in the sky as this gentleman was driving down the highway. You can see flashing lights on it just temporarily right in this next clip. And this is me zooming in. I'm replaying the original clip. I just slowed it down. Right there, you saw the lights flash, using different techniques like I always do. Yeah, had a little bit small blinking lights right there. You can see them in that segment. You're going to be able to see them again. I zoom in. Again, the pixelation it is what it is, man. That's the very best I could do. That was at original speed. Going to zoom in, slow it down. Right there, you can see that blinking light again. Yeah, according to the format that I use and this software, it told me that there was something physical in the sky. So yeah, there you go. Am I surprised? Absolutely not, because I've seen structures like that in the sky right above Gilbert, Arizona twice. Not one. I saw one pretty much similar to that. Then I saw another one that was a boomerang that was flying from southeast to northwest at an incredibly high rate of speed that made no sound. So to see something like that in a video, does it surprise me at all? Absolutely not, because I know those things are real. Yes, they're real. Absolutely, they're 100% real. Let's see, what else have I got? I got a lot of stuff to share with you guys today, so don't go anywhere. You're going to enjoy it. Where are we at? Okay, the storm. Let me see if the satellite's working better. There's the scorpion starting to show itself right there, and it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, bigger, bigger. By the time it's fully developed and you see the big scorpion tail in the sky, it's going to go up the East Coast. It's going to bring a lot of snow to parts of the northeastern United States. It's going to bring freezing rain to parts of West Virginia, in the Appalachian Mountains. So if you're in the Appalachian Mountains area, and I'm talking in this area here, yeah, far western North Carolina, eastern Tennessee, far western Virginia, West Virginia, pretty much all of West Virginia, eastern Kentucky, parts of southeastern Ohio, parts of southwestern Pennsylvania. Guys, I would stock up on water, just the necessities, because you might be without power for an extended period of time coming up. There's a big storm brewing, as you can see right here, and it's coming your way. And it's going to be cold. The purple you see up here at the top is extremely cold air. So it's going to get cold. It's going to get wet. You're going to see a multitude of different types of precipitation. You might even see grapple. We were talking about grapple in here the other day, right? Has to be the atmosphere temperature has to be at a certain temperature, and the atmospheric moisture has to be at a certain level, and you'll see grapple. They look like little tiny balls of styrofoam. You might see that, might see everything across the board. We're still in the middle of this proton storm. It has not gone away. I'm telling you, that X flare was some kind of a flare. This was sent in by Nelson, our friend Nelson Jenks, who monitors the ionosphere like I do. You can find it over here at the homepage of the website. Check it every single day. But as you can see, January 5th, this is today, both poles, the North and the South Pole, are still managing an abundance of protons from the proton storm that we're currently in. So if you guys are sensitive to solar energy, the solar storms and things like that, you may be feeling it. Maybe you felt it for the last 2 or 3 days. People have a variety of different types of I don't know, symptoms, not necessarily symptoms, but people are sensitive to heightened solar activity. People are sensitive to when the Schumann spikes, It's just like most all of us are sensitive to whenever there's a strong thunderstorm that rolls through your area. You can smell like the ozone in the atmosphere when there's a lot of lightning and stuff like that. Well, some people can feel this energy, not only smell and stuff, you can feel it. Absolutely, you can. You are a walking biological antenna. Yes, you are. And you can feel this energy. You can walk into a room and feel energy. You can catch a vibe of how people are in the room. You can tell if somebody's in a good mood or a bad mood. You're like that. You have that ability. Every one of you over here in this room, you have that ability. You've had it since birth. And you have the ability to feel solar activity. You have the ability to feel all kinds of electromagnetic energy. Absolutely, you do, 100%. So it's still going on. So if you're wondering why maybe you're feeling a certain way, maybe that's why, because we're still in the middle of a very strong, persistent solar or proton storm. Wow. Okay, here's something that I wanted to share with you guys. Not anything nefarious, just something kind of cool. I like to share things that are cool, unique, mysterious, and curious. That's what you're going to see at this channel. So if you like those things, I highly recommend that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I've been saying that a lot lately because I've been getting a lot of people saying that they've been unsubscribed. I don't have any control over that, and I apologize for you getting unsubscribed. But there's a way to fix it. Just go resubscribe and click that bell. If you click on the bell, that means you'll get notified, or you should get notified each time I upload a new video. They'll deliver it right to your handheld smartphone. So subscribe to the channel. If you're a current subscriber, you might double check, make sure you're still subscribed, because I do get people at least on a weekly basis that say, hey, Michael, why did you unsubscribe me from your channel? I would never do that. I don't even have that ability. But just double check, make sure you're still subscribed. That's all. Check this out. Pinellas County, Florida. Video sent in today by Paul Walcott. I think they call him Woolsey. 1/3 of 2024, a couple days ago. Check this out. This was occurring in the sky. I'm going to slow it down and zoom in. Above Florida, in the Tampa area, out above probably the Gulf of Mexico. But check this out. I'm going to slow it down right here. Doesn't that look like a civilian aircraft? And this is like a refueling event? I mean, it does to me, and that's what he thought too. That's why he found it so strange. The first aircraft, it looks like a typical, like maybe a Hercules C-130, a big military plane. We've all seen them. I see them fly over here. I see strato tankers and all that. That's not a strato tanker. It might be. I don't think so. But I think there's a refueling event going on right here on the 3rd above the Tampa, Florida area. But it's just odd that looks like a civilian plane. unless they're just practicing, just in case. I don't know, but good observation by Paul out of the Tampa, Florida area. Okay, guys. Oh, I remember the big Boomerang Craft we've seen now twice. Once by the moon in the daytime sky from Washington D.C., and then we saw the Boomerang Craft. I showed you guys a video of a really good video in yesterday's live stream of the Boomerang Craft. Check it out. Somebody else saw it too. Here we go, Santa Barbara, California, December 12th of 2023. I just got this video, or I would have shared it sooner. I just got it less than 24 hours ago. I worked it. She did most of the work. I haven't really done anything except put her name on it, Linda, to give her credit. She's out of South Santa Barbara, California. She's looking towards the ocean, okay? And I believe this was at sunset. Yeah, I think this was at sunset. She noticed something over here in the sky. So she actually did all the work. I'm just sharing it with you guys. She stabilized the video. She noticed this flying through the sky, and it reminded her, when she was looking back through her videos, of this big Boomerang Craft that we've been seeing in the sky in the proximity of the moon. I just showed you guys an example yesterday, a really good example, and this looks like yet another example. Those aren't birds. That's at original speed. Those things are moving way too fast. Looks like to me it's one unified object that has its own propulsion system that's moving through the sky above the Pacific Ocean. And this was on December 12th of 2023, noticed by Linda, south of Santa Barbara, California. So this is like the third time now we've seen this mysterious, large and mysterious craft in the sky. This particular time, it wasn't necessarily near the moon. In fact, the moon wasn't anywhere around. But the other two times that we've seen a craft very similar to this, and when you pause it right here, this was a good angle right in here. Looks just like what we've been seeing. A big Boomerang Craft flying in the vicinity of the moon. Where it came from, where it goes, what it does, I have no idea, but it was spotted again, or at least one that looks like the one that we've been seeing here recently, spotted above Santa Barbara, California, or at least above the Pacific Ocean near Santa Barbara, California. How about that? And speaking of the moon and Boomerang Crafts, I want to share with you guys something that I did personally, because I have been working on this so hard to try to not give you guys reflections, because sometimes I will get videos of reflections. It happens, you know. People get excited, think they've got something. Oh, I got it right here, and it's a simple reflection. It happens all the time, and it's easy to happen. It's easy to do. And I think there's certain recording devices that manage bright light differently than others, okay? But we'll talk about that later. But this is an example that I did myself, okay? Here we go. I want to show you guys something. I took this video that you're looking at right here, and this is just simply an example, a learning experience of what can happen when you take a video of a luminary of the sun or the moon behind glass. This just happens to be a dual pane glass. There's two windows here. I'm behind two windows. I'm actually standing in my kitchen. And here we go. I zoom in on the moon. There are not three moons in the sky. And there's not an object near the moon when I did this video. I did this video on the 29th of December. I just worked it today to share in this video to show you guys that when you take a video behind a window, especially in a car, if you have double pane windows on your home, even if you have single pane windows, doesn't matter. You're going to get a reflection on the glass. Glass will contaminate your photos, your videos, not part of the time, every single time. So if you see something in the sky that might be a little curious and you're wanting to record it, go outside, get away from any glass, because this is what happens. This is a prime example of what can happen when you're filming the moon or the sun behind a window from inside your house. That is total reflection from a dual pane window. And you can see there's almost four there. Two for sure. Those are reflections, I can assure you, because I was looking at that with my own two eyes, and there was one moon, but in the video, two reflections showed up. So it can happen. Now, this is a photo that was sent in, and it was taken outside, not from behind glass, sent in by Ryan. And Ryan happened to go back through his photos and he found this one. And he recalled, once he saw the videos that we've been talking about this stuff, he had a photo, a couple of photos from November 2022. Check it out. That's when Mandy saw this thing in the sky from southern Arizona. That doesn't look like a reflection of the moon. Even if it was a reflection, it's all discombobulated. It's not even the same shape as the moon. It's not the same orientation of the moon. These reflections here are the same shape. They're the same orientation, same angle. This here, totally different angle, totally different shape, looks rugged, it looks dull, just like Mandy was describing from southern Arizona. I'm not quite sure where Ryan is located. I'm waiting to hear back from Ryan, though, to see where he happened to see this at, and took a couple photos of it. This was at a slightly different time. He went out and took another photo, and it kind of moved. I think this thing moves as the moon moves. Sometimes it's visible to some people. Sometimes it's not visible. It just depends on where you're at. And I think timing is everything. If you're in the right place at the right time, you happen to look up, it may be there and then gone an hour later. I don't know. But this filter right here shows us that there was something in the sky that was solid. You can see the ruggedness of this thing. And that's how Mandy described it. It looked very rugged. It looked dull. It had kind of a matte finish. It wasn't necessarily reflecting light, hardly at all. You could see it because it was close enough to the moon to where, it was being bathed in light from the moon, but it wasn't necessarily reflecting light. This is a video from, a week ago, December 29th of 2023 by Wayne out of Seneca, Missouri. Here we go. He's outside, he's not behind a window, and what you see here is there's the reflection of the moon. There should be one reflection, not two, one, because he's outside. So not anything unusual here. You're going to see something at around the 7 o'clock position of the moon. Who is that over there? Harley Newman. What's up, Harley? Thank you, man. That's super kind. Welcome to the star family, Harley. Okay, right there. See it? This is what compelled, and this is moving through well, it's not moving as fast. It's the clouds that are moving, given the impression that the moon is moving, but the moon's not moving that fast. It's the clouds moving. You have one reflection, and you have something over here at the 8 o'clock position. And that's what compelled him to take this video. It was there. You could see it go behind the clouds. You're not seeing, a bunch of reflections here because it's so dull and it's behind other clouds, but it does look like there's something there. And if it were a reflection, it would be moving around, but it wasn't reflecting enough light because of the cloud cover. You're going to see it come out over here. Right there it is. You can still see it behind the clouds right there. This one was a little tough to work because of the cloud interference, but see it right there? It's still there, right in there. It's tough to see, I know, but that was the very best I could do given what I had to work with. What's up, Blake? Big dog. What's up, Blake? But yeah, looks like there was something there visible from Seneca, Missouri on December 29th of 2023. So the moon mystery continues. The moon mystery continues. But as I showed you at the beginning of the video, if you're going to record the moon at any time, whether it's in the morning or night, whatever, go outside. Get as far away from glass as you can, because if you record behind glass, that's what you're going to get. That was not in the sky. I took that video myself just for educational purposes to show you what the moon and how my recording device interprets light and the reflections of the light going through two windows. That's why there's two reflections there. That went through two windows, and that's what showed up, man. There was nothing like that in the sky. There was one moon, no anomalies, nothing nefarious, nothing like that at all. So if you're going to record the moon, if you're going to record the sun, get away from a glass. How's the website? How are we doing over here? With the scorpion tail in the sky, here we go. Just having a rough time getting going today. And normally this is right on the ball. Normally this is really, really good. You can tell there's a lot of people on here. But there's where it's starting to develop, and you can see where this is headed. It's headed towards the eastern United States, and it's going to start to rain in the eastern United States during the overnight hours when it's going to get cold. Some of these areas are going to be right on that freezing line at 32 degrees, 31 degrees, 30 degrees. That's going to be freezing rain. It's going to be frozen precipitation. And that is a pretty quick power outage situation. I was in an event like that where we were engulfed in 3/4 of an inch of ice and power lines coming down, power poles snapping off at the base of the ground because the weight, just the sheer weight would cause the power lines to sag. And if there was a little bit of a breeze, well, that weight gets to moving around and gets out of balance, and then boom, it comes down. Seen it, saw the sparks sparking on the ground, and it was crazy. And we were without power for a week, an entire week. Okay, I've showed you the moon. Here we go. You guys ready for this? You guys are ready. No, you're not. I don't think you are. You're going to see a blue laser beam above the Earth. Yeah, no joke. What's up, TJ Daly? Star family member. What's going on, guys? I kind of looked like those clouds in front of the home or snapped something else. Okay. Mark, yes, no. The moon is busy. The moon is a very busy place. Been very busy the whole month of December, and I'm seeing activity in January. And I'm just one person. I know other people are seeing it too, but it started in 2022 when Mandy reached out to me, and I sensed the urgency in her voice. I sensed the urgency in her email, and I could tell she was 100% telling the truth. I knew she was. So I'd never interviewed anybody. I knew that this was important, so I interviewed her and I shared it with you guys. And she was 100% honest. She woke up her family in the middle of the night to go outside and see something near the moon or in the sky that looked like another small planet or a rugged looking moon that was not reflecting light. She woke her family up at 2:51 in the morning. So she saw it and she watched it for over an hour in the sky. Yes, she did. Nelson Jenks also found this on radar. We just looked at a boomerang. He saw this on a satellite presentation, what looked like a big wing in the sky. That showed up on Zoom Earth. You guys ever use Zoom.Earth? I've used it for, I don't know, a few years, ever since it's been out. It's cool. It's a good, and you can go back in time. I like that feature about Zoom.Earth. One of my favorites. Okay, guys, here we go. Strange blue beam high in the sky above the Earth. Ad B, who's also a Star family member, sent this in. Thank you, Ad B. And here we go. You guys have been waiting. The moon has been a very busy place, guys, and we're going to keep a close eye on the moon and just see. I want to see this thing next to the moon. I was looking the other night. I didn't see anything from out here in Arizona, but I think it's all about timing. ISS, January 1st of 2023, it was approaching south central South America above the Chilean Sea. This is the location of the space station when Ad B noticed this in the sky way off in the distance. Check this out. Why is there a blue laser beam above our planet? Where did it come from? Where's it going? What does it want? We're going to go in close and look at that thing. That's actually there. And you're also going to see another anomaly right there. Look, see it? What is going on with our planet, man? Look. And you can tell that this is here. Look at the anomaly right there. See that? You can't make this stuff up. What's causing that? That unusual line right there. Look. It's not an issue with the camera, or it wouldn't be right there moving with the space station. It's already there. It's way up there. But anyway, back to the blue beam, the rogue blue beam in the sky. That's coming from out in the middle of I think in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know. North Central Atlantic. Look at that. Hello. Isn't that wild? Visible from the International Space Station on January the 1st. First thing I thought of was an observatory, but I think they use green lasers, not blue. And not only that, it's not in a position to where there would be an observatory. I don't think there's any observatories out there. Don't know. That could be originating from above the Earth, pointing down, which is kind of strange, right? And then it just kind of disappears as the space station was moving. But the space station was crossing South America when she noticed that. and it stayed in the field of view for an extended period of time. And if that were some sort of an observatory, the light would have been moving around, turning on and off. And usually those lights are green, not blue. So a mysterious blue beam spotted. This is like the second time I personally have seen this. A viewer has spotted it, shared it with me. The other time I saw it, it was in the northwestern part of the field of view. This is kind of more in the center, like the southern Atlantic Ocean would be where that's at, around the southern Atlantic. Don't know. And I think it's originating from the sky, but I could be wrong. That could be originating from the ground, but it's very persistent. It was there for several minutes, didn't move. The space station's moving, but doesn't look like it's moving, but maybe it is. I don't know. But that is one strange blue, large, very good size laser beam. And I'm not so sure you would see a laser beam, a ground-based laser from the space station. Not that big. That's wide. That's very wide. Just how wide? I don't know. Maybe 50 feet, 100 feet wide. I don't think a typical laser from a ground-based laser would be that wide. But that was a good observation. And there you go, Ad B. Ad B has been on me about sharing this, and I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I was very enthused too when I saw a good observation. Thank you for sharing. What's up, Craig from Scotland? How's it going, guys? Japan earthquake, TJ Daily, maybe a satellite weapon test. Could be. Could have been a lot of things. Very well could have been. But the thing of it is, you don't normally see things like that on the space station. That is very rare to see a laser beam from the space station. And I've monitored the space station like a lot of you guys for many, many years. And I know people that are, I would consider them expert viewers. Mary Hall is an expert ISS viewer. Nelson Jenks, also very good. A lot of you guys out there are very good at monitoring that space station and share a lot of things with me. And a blue laser beam is one of the very few things I see. Not very often, maybe a handful of times over 15 years. Muffins Get Messy. Thank you, Muffins Get Messy, for the super chat. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. What's going on, Dennis Cook? Truth Iris. What's going on, guys? Jesse81. What's up, Jesse81? Jesse81 is a star family member. Welcome to the mothership. All right, I've got some more things to share with you guys. I know you've seen, I got two things I want to share with you guys in the daytime sky. I got more to share. A big row of lights in the nighttime sky. Are you serious? And it's not the space, or it's not the Starlink satellite train. Oh, no. Something entirely different. Whatever it is, I'll let you decide, but it's not the Starlink satellite train. Trust you me. This is from Linesman's wife. She's been a long-time viewer. She followed me back when I used to follow hurricanes. I used to follow hurricanes. I don't anymore. I still follow them personally because I was involved in 4 hurricanes, 3 directly. So I became very knowledgeable in hurricanes and how they function and where they could potentially go, when they're going to form, but I don't really do that anymore. Denham Springs, Louisiana, lineman's wife. She spotted this in the sky a few days ago. It looks like some sort of a rocket launch, but to see it from Louisiana, it's kind of rare. I don't normally get videos from Louisiana. I'm assuming this is a rocket launch. Don't know, but it looks like it's shooting out that ring. And we've seen this many times here in the recent past here. I've gotten probably 10 videos of this ring going through the sky as this light is moving through the sky. And I don't know why it does that. I'm sure there's a very good reason why. But I don't normally get videos from Louisiana involving these rocket launches. But I did yesterday from lineman's wife out of Denham Springs, Louisiana. And that, I'm pretty sure, is a rocket. I'm 99% sure. Not necessarily behaving like one, but nevertheless, Mustang 68. Holy moly. My favorite pilot. What's going on, Mustang 68? Thank you. That's very kind. Mustang 68 is also a star family member and a very experienced pilot. pilot for many, many years. But this was spotted by our friend Lineman's wife out of Denham Springs, Louisiana. Thank you, Mustang 68. He is our veteran pilot in the house. Yes, sir. I'm going to take you guys now. Okay, I want to show you this row of lights. This is pretty cool. All these videos you guys share are cool, and they're all very unique. And a lot of this stuff you won't see anywhere else. I promise. This stuff comes here, and I share it with you guys. And as far as I know, it hasn't been anywhere else. Let me see. This is from MD, not sure of the location. And sometimes people, they like to remain anonymous. They gave me their initials, and that's cool. But I would like the location. The location helps. It just helps the presentation. At least we know where we're at, and kind of we're looking at a dark sky, but something big in the sky as you're going to see. And you've all seen the Starlink satellite trains. If not, I'm going to show you an example of one. But watch this one here first. Some sort of mysterious lights in the sky. And I just got this video, so it's not that old. Mustang 68, our veteran pilot in the house. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, check out the lights, guys. Okay, we got two here, and you're going to see here in just a second. I know it's pitch black, but it gets better. Stick around, it gets better. Here we go. MD is out here filming. I think he's having a hard time keeping up with which ones to film. There's so many. Here's this big row of lights. Check that out. You're going to see some blink off to the right. They can blink over here. What is that thing? Are you serious? And that is not a Starlink satellite train. No, it is not. It resembles one, but this is more stationary. No joke. This is like really wild. MD, if you're watching, if you're here, hey, what's up, T. Kerr from Ireland? If you're here, MD, where did you see this at, man? This is really good. This is not a Starlink satellite train. These things were sitting in the sky, and I think collectively they're part of something bigger. Look at that. That's some sort of a craft sitting in the sky. Wow. It kind of reminded me of a version of the Phoenix Lights. Where did you see this at, my friend? Please share with us. Are you over here, Introverse? Denise Cook, Bella Lergrissi, Space Force, not Starlink, here, there. No, it's definitely not Starlink. And I'm going to show you a Starlink just for comparison purposes here in just a moment, just to rule that out. Jesse81 and Muffins Getting Messy. Benny Hill, looks close. I agree, Jesse. It does look close. But it was pitch black. Wherever this guy's at, MD, guy or gal, they have an excellent night sky because you don't see any light pollution anywhere. Look at that. Big old craft, right? You gonna see blinking over? See the blinking lights? They're part of something bigger. Look at that. That's massive, guys. Wow, that's big. That is a big craft. But I'm not surprised. Nah, not at all. Doesn't surprise me one bit. There's so much stuff out there that none of this stuff surprises me. There's a good view right there. That is a large craft that was making no sound at all from his location. MD, if you're watching, where were you at, sir or young lady? Here's a view of a Starlink, just for, again, comparison purposes. In case you haven't seen one, I'm sure you all have. Thomas, November 10th at 12 midnight. There you go. This is a Starlink. Here's another one. Casey, out of Burlington County, New Jersey. I got this in fast forward just for presentation purposes. Let me slow it down a little bit right there. Classic Starlink satellite train. Right there you go. If you look up and happen to see one of those in the nighttime sky, something that looks like that, and they move very fast. And how those things work when they start out, when they first launch one up into low Earth orbit, they start out more compact, and you'll see a compact straight row of independent lights, and they're little satellites just reflecting sunlight. That's what they are. Mustang 68, being a pilot, he may have seen some of these up in the sky, but you can see them from the ground. They orbit the Earth constantly. But here's the thing. The longer they orbit the Earth, the longer they stretch out. No pun intended, but they get longer and longer and longer with each orbit. When they first go into orbit, they're smaller, and it's a compact row of lights. This one here has probably been in orbit just by the length of it, 10 days, maybe 12 days, because it gets longer and longer and longer. You can still see the nice straight row of lights, but that is a classic view of a Starlink satellite train. And what's going to happen to that, if it hasn't already, that was observed on November 9th of 2023. Holy moly, Rachel Lee, I hope you got my email of the buoy cam catching the shipper bird. Let me double check. Rachel Lee, is that what your email is under, Rachel? I will double check. I think I got it. I've got a whole folder of things I'm still working on, but it sounds very fascinating. Thank you, Rachel Lee. Appreciate that. But what's going to happen to this eventually, if it hasn't already? It's going to stretch out so far, you won't even know it's there. And because there's hundreds of them up there, and you don't see them all the time. They stretch out so far that when you're sitting outside in your backyard looking up at the night sky, you might see one little speck of light moving through the sky. We've all seen those. They're low Earth orbiting satellites. They're not UFOs. We've all seen little things like this, where you're going to see more of them because these things span out to hundreds of miles long. So that's what happens to these things. They eventually just kind of blend into the night sky, and you don't even know they're there. But those are two examples of Starlink satellite trains. So whatever that was in the video prior to this one here, where are they at? Big row of lights, just for comparison purpose, one more time. And I'll just step it forward to the good part. It's all good. Some just better than others right there. That is not a Starlink. No way. And that's close. Like Jesse 81 was implying, that's close and not too far off the ground. It's very difficult to tell in the darkness sometime, to get a good gauge on how far away it is. But it wasn't making any sound. Obviously very big, but not a Starlink satellite train. So something very cool, like something really big. And none of this stuff's anything I don't feel any reason to be afraid of this stuff. I find it quite fascinating. I've seen some very amazing things out here in the skies of the desert, and I wasn't even looking. And that's how most of this stuff happens. You guys that have seen things and you grab your phone and hurry up and take videos, same thing with me. I've never once set out looking for anything unusual. It just happens. You just happen to be in the right place at the right time, and there it is. Okay, guys, a couple more things. We are not done yet. Here we go. We're going to the skies of Hagerstown. Hope I got that right. Is it Hagerstown, Maryland? It goes back to September 20th of 2023, 2023, sent in by Johnny. And it has some narration. I want to let you hear what Johnny has to say. But Johnny, this isn't the first time he noticed this. He'd been watching the sky because he saw something come out of a cloud up here. And then he sees a second thing come out of the same cloud, so he decided to record it. Here we go. I'll let you guys decide. He says, this is a different one. How can it just pop out of the cloud, stop, move over, up? To me, it just kind of looked like a wandering balloon. But as you're going to see when I zoom in close, it doesn't have a string. It doesn't have a payload like a classic balloon that's collecting data. It doesn't know if it's a reflection from the sun or if it's a light source of its own. And it is very difficult to tell. But I can tell you this. He said it came out of that cloud. He said two came out of that cloud. So what was hiding in that cloud? Something was in that cloud, and these things were kind of hopping out from behind the cloud, becoming visible in the daytime sky. That's what the man saw. Does it show his location? Yeah, Hagerstown, Maryland, and that was Johnny. So here I go in close, and again, classic weather balloons. There's balloons that go up and collect cosmic ray data. They all have a visible payload, whether it be a string, a collection of strings, a thin cable, collection of cables, and they're attached to sometimes a box, and that box is up in the sky at 50,000 feet, 60,000 feet, collecting data, whether it be weather data or collecting cosmic ray data. It happens. That stuff's very common. This is not common. There's nothing hanging off the bottom of this thing. Some sort of a weird object that he spotted in the sky. Weird orbs. I don't know, guys, but somebody else saw something very similar in Michigan. Check this out. This one here was kind of moving around very slowly, and he saw not only one, but he saw two come out of the same cloud in the sky, and it was the only cloud in the sky. It's just weird. You can't make this stuff up. But there it is, and you can clearly see it had nothing underneath it. It did not have a payload, so it was not up there collecting data. What it was up there doing, that's a good question. Now we're going to Michigan, all right? And this video was sent in also from November 10th by Garrett the Thumb, Lower Peninsula of Michigan. Here we go. And this wasn't supposed to be there. This light in the sky, whatever it may have been, looked just like the one that we just saw in Maryland. He's looking west. He said this wasn't supposed to be there. It has some narration. He said he's in Lower Peninsula, Michigan, and you can see there's nothing else in the sky. He looks around. There's nothing. Watch. It's just a weird object in the sky that's not supposed to be there. And I checked the sky map that I use. Not a planet. There were no planets over there. He's looking west at this particular time of day. There were no planets. And that thing's bright. And it's pretty good size. And it appears to be stationary unless it's moving directly at him. Garrett the Thumb from Lower. He's saying, he said, it looks like a lot of your other videos, and he must watch the videos that I share on this YouTube channel. And it does look like a lot of the videos that I share. And you can see the sun over there opposite, looking east at sunrise, and then looking west was that object right there that he said looked out of place, was not supposed to be there. So thank you, Garrett, for sharing. Really do appreciate that. Appreciate all you guys spending your Friday evening with me. What's up, guys? Mustang 68, Ward Hera, New Star family member. What's up, people? From Springfield, Ohio. Ancient Secret Flower. Oh, TJ Daly, the Flower of Life. Wow. Yeah. Ancient Flower of Life. You bet. That is very real, my friend. I can't make that up either. That is very real. That is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in the sky. And I know it will be the most amazing thing I'll ever see in the sky. Oh, absolutely. 100%, 1,000%, 1,000,000%. If you ever Googled Ancient Flower of Life, and you'll see that sacred geometry symbol. That is real, people. That is absolutely 1,000,000% real, I promise. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. My moderator in the chat room, very nice, does a great job. I have the best moderator ever. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Of course, if you like the video. If you don't like it, then don't. It's entirely up to you. But I will say this, because people are saying this to me a lot more here recently than I would say normally. If you're a current subscriber, double check the subscribe tab. Make sure you're still subscribed. If you're a new viewer, click on the subscribe button. If you want notified in the future whenever I upload new videos, click on the bell. Here's why. I upload videos every day, and I try to share the most unique content in the world. I really do. I strive to do that. Coming up in 93 days, the countdown is underway. We're 93 days and 15 hours away from quite possibly Joy Gibson. Yay, Joy's a New Star family member. Welcome to the mothership. Coming up April 8th of 2024. This could be the most photogenic, quite possibly ever, at least in our generation. There's a solar eclipse on April 8th of 2024. Here's where it's going to be visible from: southwestern Mexico all the way up to Newfoundland and thousands of miles in between. This line you see right here on the map is the path of totality, Farida. Farida, thank you, Farida. Farida McTamney, that's very kind, thank you. This yellow line is the path of totality, and you'd be able to see 100% of the eclipse. But here's the thing. It's going to be joined by this guy right here, an ancient time traveler. There's a comet that's inbound, and it's been inbound for a while. It's been inbound for a long time, and it's going to join us for the total solar eclipse. So what are the odds of the sun, the earth, and the moon lining up in the sky nearly perfectly from our view on Earth? And Lady Red, welcome to the Star Family. Appreciate that, Lady Red. Welcome to the mothership. What are the odds of this thing appearing in the sky at the same time as a solar eclipse? Solar eclipses are pretty rare. It's not like they happen every week, every month, every other month. They're rare. They don't happen very often. So we've got a comet that could look like this. I want to show you something. Check this out. In 93 days and 15 hours, we're going to be in this path of totality somewhere, either in Newfoundland, somewhere in Texas, or somewhere in between where there's no clouds. And I'm going to bring you the event, the main event, live. I'm going to do a live stream from one of these locations here where there's no clouds in the path of 100% visibility. But we could see this during the eclipse. I mean, this is something that I'm sure there'll be a movie made about somewhere along the lines of this thing appearing in the daytime sky. As daytime turns to night, a star shines bright in the daytime sky with wings. This thing could potentially have wings coming off the sides of it because it's a volcanic comet. And it's been releasing like volcanic gas. They call it an ice volcano. You know, it's hard to even wrap your mind around an ice volcano. How can an ice volcano? How can it be hot? You know, how can it be hot? You can see two tails coming off this thing, shining like a bright star in the daytime sky during the total eclipse. Again, you can't make this stuff up. Wow, wow, wow. That is going to be too cool. So, the path of totality, in case you didn't know, you can see right here over at greatamericaneclipse.com, they're showing you that this dark circle here is the path of totality in real time. It's going to be from Southwest Mexico. And if you're in any of these locations, most of North America, you're going to be able to see it. Okay. Unless it's just totally cloudy and the sky is completely obstructed by clouds, then obviously you won't. But check this out. Here's who's going to have 100% of the total solar eclipse. Austin, Texas, San Antonio, Texas, right on the line. Dallas, Fort Worth, and then right through north central Arkansas, southeastern Oklahoma, southeastern Missouri, far northwestern Kentucky, southeastern Illinois, right through the lower central part of Indiana, including Indianapolis, over into Ohio, including Dayton and Cincinnati. Canton, Ohio, you're right on that line. All you got to do is drive 5 miles and you'll be in the path of 100% totality. Same way with Columbus. Our friends up in Canada, Toronto, Ottawa, you're close. Montreal, you're right in the path. Buffalo, New York, Rochester, New York, Burlington, New York. Are you serious? All these places. You guys are going to have a front row seat. I'm not the internet boss lady. What's up, guys? You guys are going to have a front row seat to one of the most spectacular, if not the most photogenic solar eclipse ever. You're going to see it April 8th, 93 days from today, going up into Nova Scotia, Newfoundland. That's what you're going to see if it's not cloudy. So what I'm going to do is wait. I've got 83 days to wait. And I'm counting on a good 10-day forecast. So what I'm looking at is going somewhere in this path of totality where it's going to be cloud-free. No clouds anywhere. I want to record the comet, possibly with wings shining like a bright star in broad daylight during the eclipse. Unbelievable. And obviously the eclipse. So we're going to do a live stream from one of these locations in here. Like I said, whether it be Maine, Newfoundland, Kentucky, Texas, Oklahoma, Indiana, Ohio, Missouri. We're going to watch this eclipse. We're going to record it. We're going to do a live stream and record the comet as it comes into the field of view. And right now, we've been following this thing every single day, and it just moves a little bit each day, and it's still coming. 12P Pons Brooks is its official name. I call it the ancient time traveler. He is inbound and going to join the party during the solar eclipse. I mean, what are the odds? What are the odds? They're staggering. Just to think of a comet that's been roaming around out here, all of a sudden it's going to dive in and be right in the sky during the eclipse next to the sun. And it should be, the comet should be at, right over in here, from Earth, looking up. It should be at around, if the sun were a clock, the face of a clock, should be at around the 10 o'clock position up here in the sky somewhere. Possibly wings coming off of it, looking like a winged planet, winged star. We'll have to wait and see. But it could be the eclipse of a generation. I've never read of one where there was a big bright shining stars that as daytime turned to night. Never heard of it, so should be a historic day, guys. And some of you are going to be, you're going to have the best seat on Earth. On Earth, if you're in these areas. Indianapolis, Indiana, you're going to have the best seat on Earth. Are you serious? So we're going to go to one of those locations, the Truth Trill. Thank you very much for the super chat. One of those locations. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you'll be notified. Click on that bell. Where are we at? I'll show you one more time. I know I've been running in the ground lately, and I'm sorry, but I get a lot of people that say they're unsubscribed for whatever reasons. And guys, I don't have any control over that, but you do. So just double check and make sure you're still subscribed. If you're a new viewer and you want to see the eclipse and all that, click on that bell, click the subscribe button, click the bell. That way you'll be notified when we do the eclipse and whenever I do future live streams and videos in general. I do videos every day. And stop by the website, check out the information over here. We keep up with the sun and the power outages, the Yellowstone supervolcano, the Schumann resonance. In fact, let's check in on the Schumann. Haven't looked at it yet, at least in this video. And look at the Schumann, yeah? Those of you that are sensitive to the Schumann resonance, you're feeling it today, aren't you? You sure are. There it is. There's why. Big old outburst. You can see the huge spikes in the Schumann in the last 18 hours and currently right now as I do this video. So those of you that are sensitive to the Schumann resonance, you don't need me to show you the graph. Right? You already know the last 18 hours. Some of you, everybody responds differently to all of this energy. We are surrounded by energy 24/7. You cannot escape it. It's just part of the human experience. You're surrounded by energetic molecules that are constantly changing. That light up there putting off energy, is putting off photons, and in fact, it's making me hot. This jacket I have on, it's kind of hot. But you guys that are sensitive to the Schumann, you already knew that there was an increase in that overall energy, and there definitely has been. Look at the last 18 hours. Huge spikes, and we haven't seen this in quite some time. In fact, the Schumann resonance has been eerily quiet. It's been very quiet. The Schumann's been very quiet for the last 2 weeks. Today, different story, off the charts. So those of you that are sensitive, you don't need me to tell you, it's on. So Schumann up. And guys, I had 12 videos up here, and I've shared them all with you guys. So there you go. That is today's live stream. Once again, I'd like to thank all of you new Star Family members, including John Heald and Donna Young. And I know there's a lot more. I saw you guys join today. That is so cool. Thank you very much. I felt excited today, Tiny Man. You know what? Some people feel hungry. Some people, they'll get like ringing in their ears. When the Schumann's up, some people get that during solar activity. Here's the thing. We're in the middle of a giant proton storm. The Earth has been surrounded by this energy from the sun for the last, I think, probably longer than 48 hours, but it's still going on, which is kind of unusual. This wasn't even an Earth-directed solar flare. We were on the outer edge of the CME, but look at the Earth. This is the ionosphere, the polar regions of the Earth. They're lit up like a Christmas tree and have been now for 2 days. So you got that going on. And you've got the Schumann resonance that is, for all intents and purposes, kind of off the charts, so to speak, right now. So there's a lot of energy swirling around the planet. And everybody responds differently to that energy. And it all depends on, I did a study on it one time. I think I talked about it on the website. But it depends on your genetic makeup, your DNA, whether you're male, female, your chromosomes, your blood type. It depends on your age, where you live on the earth. It would take an army of scientists to figure it out. But we're going to keep it simple and just keep it like this. Just know that you are, I am too, you're a biological antenna, and you're sensitive to that energy. Every speck of energy that's coming into that atmosphere, wherever it comes from, and coming from the center of the earth, there's energy that comes from the earth too. The earth has a lot of energy coming from it. You're sensitive to it all. You manage it all every day. And some days you might be extra hungry. One night you couldn't sleep. You don't understand why. You say, I always sleep really good. Boy, I just tossed and turned all night long. Well, there's probably something going on around you that you couldn't see. Because remember this, there's more of what you can't see than what there is of what you can see. And what you can't see has a bigger impact on your life than what you can see. Always remember that. There's more of nothing than there is of something. There sure is. All right, guys. Thanks again for the new Star family members. Wow, that is so cool. Thank you so much. Thanks. I want to thank everybody. There's Mustang 68. We could view from Austin, set up previously approved location, and advertise. Maybe get some sponsors. Really? Mustang 68? I know you're in the path of totality. I might take you up on that, man. If the weather's good, might be in Austin. We'll have to see. Penny Burns, TETS, Benny Hill, 11/11/1999 at 11 a.m. Right on. It sounds good to me. Telling our story, Mike. The Schumann resonance is a frequency to raise our vibration for our ascension. Yes, that is true, right? Right. There's a lot of energy out there, guys. It's like I said earlier, the 369 with Tesla. Tesla knew about the energy up in the ionosphere. Ah, yeah, and he got into that energy up in the ionosphere. It's always there, you know. Tesla was a smart guy. All right, Mustang 68, bye-bye. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the super chat. Really appreciate that. That was very, very cool. And all you guys, super cool. Thanks for stopping by. That is the extent of today's video. I shared a lot of cool stuff that was sent in. I've got more stuff I'm working on. So look for that in future videos, quite possibly. Some of the stuff I'm working on, I'll have it ready for tomorrow's video. But again, if you guys are in the path of this storm, be prepared for power outages, freezing rain, sleet, obviously snow. It's going to get cold, but look for power outages because more than likely they are going to start to occur here in the next 24 to 48 hours. All right, guys, that's all I got for now. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.